Fujii Kaze's new album, PREMA, isn't just a collection of love songs. It's actually a journey through death, rebirth, and continuity. On the surface, the lyrics sound casual, even playful, but beneath them are bigger ideas about passion, loyalty, and the immortality of music. In this video, we're going to look at how songs like Casket Girl, I Need You Back, Hachiko, and Forever Young trace that cycle, and how Kaze uses contrasts in vocals, chords, and beats to make his message resonate. This isn't music made for TikTok, it's music built for life itself. Double entendre. Fujii Kaze crafts double entendre. Lyrics that feel like love songs or personal confessions, but also carry a deeper, almost hidden intent tied to his artistry and philosophy. Hachiko is one example. On the surface, it's playful and affectionate, drawing on the famous Japanese story of the loyal dog who waited at Shibuya station every day for his deceased master. To a casual listener, it feels like a metaphor for loyalty and companionship. But the song is actually for his fans who patiently waited years for him to release a new album. By using Hachiko as a symbol, he acknowledges their unwavering devotion while rapping in a universally touching story of loyalty. I Need You Back is another example. The lyrics of I Need You Back suggests a desperate yearning for a partner. The lyrics go, I need you back, never wanted nothing like I want you. But the you isn't a lover, it's a creative spark. His appetite for music. He personally discussed that after two albums, he kind of felt comfortable and fulfilled with what he has achieved. And who can blame him? But this track reflects his hunger to return to the passion that defines his identity. Listeners can take it as a romance, but for him, it's actually a renewal of artistic life. Love Like This is another example. That song glows with language of intimacy. I'll never find another love like this. Baby, can you feel it too? It paints the picture of a once in a lifetime romance. Yeah, what Kaze is really celebrating is the rediscovery of his joy in music. The other half is not a person, but the act of creation itself. After a period of feeling comfortable, he rediscovers music as his partner and his sacred love, something that cannot be replicated with anyone else. It's not the poetics, it's the idea of the songs. Unlike many singer songwriters who lean on heavy metaphors or literary imagery, Kaze takes the opposite route. He doesn't wax poetic. Instead, they sound like everyday speech, but the simplicity is actually deceptive. His words are casual but not superficial, simple but not juvenile. Okay Goodbye is a perfect example. The lyrics go, Baby ain't coming back. Okay goodbye. I'm thankful for the way you blessed my life. But the plainness makes it powerful because instead of going melodramatic mourning, Kaze accepts loss with grace and gratitude. The song shows how healing doesn't need complex words. Sometimes, okay goodbye is enough. Forever Young is another example. The lyrics go 39, 60, whatever, as long as we're here. We are forever young. The casual phrasing or whatever sounds almost tossed off, but inside it is a profound idea. Youth is not an age but a state of being. The lines read like everyday banter, yet they carry the weight of philosophy, eternal renewal, rebirth, and dignity. Let's take one more song, You. The lyrics say, You are my light, my truth. You are the only reason I can move. The phrasing could come from a simple diary entry. It's not dense poetry, but the honesty and directness hit harder than ornamentation could. Whether you is a lover, a fan, or music itself, the clarity allows listeners to project their own meaning. Kaze packages big ideas in small, ordinary words. He doesn't need elaborate imagery. His gift is distilling complex messages into lines that feel effortless and relatable. Despite this being an English album, Obviously, targeting the West, he still maintains the musical integrity of his roots. Nowadays, pop songs are designed for TikTok, simple hooks, short run times, and beats that work as background noise for videos. By contrast, Japanese music traditionally valorizes music substance, sophisticated chord progression, varied rhythms, and heartfelt expression. And Fujii Kaze embodies this ethos. Love Like This, for example, at first it sounds like a warm, straightforward love song. But he used jazz soul chord progression, chords that move in unexpected directions. So instead of looping the same four chords, he throws in sevenths, passing chords, and shifts that keep you slightly off balance. Here's a 4-second sample of Love Like This. Try to focus on the chorus, and you will hear a lift. That's not just a pop chorus, that's jazz harmony dressed as pop. Let's take Hachiko. It seems like disco ready. There's since a groove built for dancing, perfect for TikTok. But instead of being shallow, it carries a hidden emotional weight. The danceable beat hides a story of loyalty and waiting, a tribute to his fans. Here's a 4-second snippet. That's enough to make you want to dance, right? But it's also meaningful enough to break your heart once you know the story. Tension is another strength. One of Kaze's signature strength is his ability to layer contrasting tones in his music, melding themes of death, longing, love, and transcendence with melodies and arrangements that move back and forth between haunting and uplifting. In Casket Girl, the lyrics are dark. You came to lay my body down. But the delivery and arrangement are playful. Kaze sings with a sultry, teasing vocal tone, sliding into notes and lingering on phrases. The tempo is mid fast around 110 BPM, with a groovy bass line and syncopated drum pattern that wouldn't feel out of place in a funk or disco track. The tension comes from this mismatch. You want to dance, but the words are about seduction and death. Love Like This disguises complexity under smooth exterior. You know how most pop ballads loop four basic chords. 1564 is one of them. For guitar chords, it would be C, G, A minor, and F. But Kaze weaves in jazz soul progressions with added seventh and passing chords. He slides in chromatic transitions, and that keeps you sort of a little unbalanced or unsettled. And as the music shifts, the melody floats over those shifts, which and that makes the song feel warm on the surface, but carries emotional tension underneath. Prema is another one. The chords land on straight major triads and sustained 1-4-5 progression, giving it the stability of a hymn or mantra. The tempo is steadier and the rhythm simpler. And he supplements this by singing the song in like a almost chant like form, almost spoken at times. That makes the song feel less like a performance and more like an affirmation. It's musically cleaner, the release after the unresolved pull of the earlier tracks. Death, rebirth, and continuity. Across Prema, Kaze builds a cycle that mirrors life itself endings, renewals, permanence. Casket Girl opens with death and destruction, not just literal but symbolic. The fear of being consumed or erased. I Need You Back shifts to rebirth, a plea for the return of passion, not from another person, but from you, from within. And in his case, from music itself. Hachiko transforms that return into a vow of loyalty, promising never to leave again, just as his fans never left him. And then towards the end, Forever Young lifts the theme into continuity, the immortality of memory, creativity, and love that transcends age and even time itself. Musically, he reinforces this cycle by deliberate contrasts. Songs like Casket Girl pair dark lyrics with groovy, seductive beats, creating tension between meaning and sound. And this is where Kaze's genius lies. He takes universal themes of death, renewal, and continuity and packages them in music that is at once accessible and deeply complex. A casual listener hears catchy grooves and love songs. The attentive listener hears an artist wrestling with mortality, loyalty, and eternal nature of art itself. In Prema, Fujii Kaze does not just make pop, he creates a musical cycle of life, death, and rebirth. I think the only question in my head right now is whether or not North America, the West basically, is ready for an artist like Fujii Kaze. There's just way too much substance in this guy. It's really it's a trip. It's a trip sonically, it's a trip narratively, lyrically, and as we have seen in the past videos that he has released, even visually. He's not one of those guys that would create beats and melodies just as so it can be used as a background for TikTok. He doesn't seem to be very particular about being shallow. That's not what he does. And that's what you need, I guess, according to some Western A&R. You need to be very shallow if you want easy. You need to write simple lyrics, is how they put it. Because people don't want to think. And that's just not Fujii Kaze. It's just way too much substance in him. But I don't know. I don't know if the world is ready for an artist like him, but I do know that we do need it. I just hope that we realize that because it would be such a waste if the world does not appreciate or even hear somebody like Fuji. I hope to interview him someday. It would be really interesting to like really get into his songwriting process and even just like dig deeper into his lyrics and his songs, get it from his point of view and not just me interpreting it. Okay, would love to hear your thoughts though, and I would encourage you to please listen to the album. It's available on all major platforms. Go to the asianentertainmentandculture.com. That is our website. It is in a soft launch stage, but any kind of input, comments, suggestions would be appreciated. Also, please consider donating to the channel. All of our resources are getting poured into the future projects that we are going to do, which I will be announcing very soon. Please follow me on IG, on X, but also on Patreon because that's where the conversations are happening. We've got lots of great people there talking about movies, TV shows, music, other artists. Sometimes we just have fun, and there is a free tier just in case you want to try things out. Also, please consider subscribing to my YouTube membership. I do have a once a week live stream exclusive to members that never goes public, and that's it. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that bell button so that you do not miss a single video. But more importantly, please share because that's what's really going to help the channel. It's going to help the algorithm or push the algorithm to recommend us to more people. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.